Good day from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, people. We're going to walk around a bit in the city, going to the National Mosque, looking at the city center a bit. The Malaysian culture is majority Muslim, it's an Islamic state. So basically, I'm living in this hostel here because my income has been totally fucked the last year. So I had to reduce my cost lower and lower and lower. I'm living in a hostel here now, $5 a night, which equates to a rent of 150 euros per month, which isn't bad at all. And yeah, the hostel isn't bad. I'm gonna show you around a bit. So this is the view that you have here from the balcony above Kuala Lumpur. Just like common area going on with a kitchen where you can cook. And have the climatized dormitories. So this is how I've been living for the last 6 months. I've always been living in private rooms, but again, because I was canceled from all my teaching jobs, 5 contracts terminated, and restrictions on Instagram that have been now lifted. My money was gone, but slowly coming back. And yeah, I just want to give you like a raw, kind of authentic scenario of how my life looks like right now. So we're gonna go out and check out Kuala Lumpur a bit. Let's go. All right, we're on our way to the National Mosque in Kuala Lumpur now. And honestly, guys, I've been 2 months here. Yeah, it's not as bad as I expected living in a Muslim country, but I'm just happy that I'm leaving. Like I personally am not a huge fan of the religion, and I don't have a problem with Muslims, but the culture that it has, which is patriarchal. So, for example, women cannot be alone with men that they are not married to. We had a Muslim here where he talked about the stuff. Honestly, I'm not too sure how that works in Malaysia. Personally, I would never long-term live in a Muslim country. Not because I hate them or because they're bad, just because I personally don't agree with the cultural values that they have. And even for saying this, I have already been pushing the limit of the so-called blasphemy laws that you have in Malaysia. So critic of Islam can be punished with up to a year in prison, I think, or something like that, up to $10,000 in fine. I had a Muslim guy here. I confessed to him that before I came to Malaysia, I one time said, oh, in Islam, women have to cover themselves up because men can't control themselves. And I was like, no, fuck you, Muhammad. But not the Prophet. I meant like the average, Muslim dude who has that name. And I meant it as a joke. I did that when I was in Thailand, so I didn't post it while I was in Malaysia. And I was thinking about confessing that to Muslims here in Malaysia today in front of the mosque. Kind of face a fear challenge, suicide mode. But you know what? I think if we do it respectfully, we might get away with it. And then on Thursday, I'm taking a plane to the Philippines, gonna get the fuck out of this shit country anyway. Maybe then never coming back, I don't know. I'll check out a couple of things before I leave. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I've been in authoritarian countries non-stop, in Vietnam, in Thailand. They all imprison people for free speech regularly. Funny enough, Malaysia is even softer than Thailand or Vietnam. But I'm just sick of it. I'm tired of it. I don't want to have constant fear of speaking, constant fear of persecution by the state. And I'm honestly kind of losing my faith in humanity when I see what's going on. This tyrannizing non-stop that they're doing to each other in every country around the globe is fucking crazy. We're all like said, oh, colonization is so bad. Bro, colonization is the only thing that actually brought human rights into the world, okay? So seeing this purely critical is actually totally ridiculous. Just gonna go into the 7-Eleven and get the SIM card topped up. These constant digital nomad videos about Asia, where people are just talking about, oh, I'm living on affordable luxury. Look, I'm having a 2-bedroom apartment. Fuck you. Fuck you. Seriously. You sell yourself out. You're a sellout. Every single one of these fucking digital nomads in Thailand are selling their freedom out. And then they criticize me because I don't do it. I won't live in Thailand. I won't live in Malaysia. I will not sell myself out to the Thai king. I will not sell myself out to the Thai monarchy. I will not sell myself out to the Vietnamese Communist Party. And I will not sell myself out to Islam. I will not do it. Fuck that. And those people do. They live in Thailand and shut the fuck up. And then they give me this cynical bullshit for, Arthur, why are you saying the truth when it costs you? Fuck you. Fuck you. You're shutting up because you have some nice apartment in fucking Bangkok. That's how you easy are to buy. You're a prostitute to the system. Stupid bitches. People who are prostituting themselves to tyranny want to tell me, talk to me about right and wrong. No, I'm done with every single one of these people. I've been laughed about by these cynical fucks for years about me losing money, me losing jobs, me getting almost imprisoned for honesty. Guess what? Okay, you want a war on the truth? Fair go, let's do it. We'll do it. So you wanted this, and now I'm gonna drop the nuclear bombs. It's that easy. I'm coming for every single one of them now. Every single one of these fucking idiots were laughing about me, were criticizing me while they're sellouts, while they're corrupt, while they want to normalize degenerate behavior. Yes, I'm living in a fucking hostel in Kuala Lumpur now for $5 a night because I've lost fucking everything for that honesty. Yeah. Because I lit it up on fire, correct? So, what are you doing, huh? You're sitting at home on your fucking computer watching me talking to you. So, like, who are you to make jokes? Fuck you. Get the fuck out of my YouTube channel.
The climate guidelines will be undergoing phase 3 of start operations at 9 a.m.
One thing I will give Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur though is that compared to Thailand, well, Vietnam is actually more free. So yeah, you can just see the climate here that people speak more openly even about topics like Islam than in Vietnam or Thailand. In Thailand, if you start talking about the king, people just shut you down because they're afraid to speak. And in Vietnam, it's the same thing about the government. So here, I didn't really have that experiences. People were like, yeah, you should be careful, blah, blah, blah. But it's not as extreme. But still, Thursday, I'm going to the Philippines, Christian Catholic. There you have natural catastrophes. So the next problem awaiting me. But you at least don't have this like constant fear to speak, as far as I know. So that's cool. Anyway, we're on our way to Kuala Lumpur Central now. We're gonna go to the Central Mosque. All right, we're in the center of Kuala Lumpur now. We should be getting closer to the National Mosque. Should be in the other direction. pretty impressive here how modern Kuala Lumpur is, and Malaysia in general, for a third world country. All right, people, we made it to that National Mosque, and yeah, we got to use the tourist entry here because yeah, the normal entry is not accessible. A woman behind her just gave me strong eye contact while her dude was walking next to me. Yeah, major thing is that she has her hijab on, right? So that's crazy. But looking at other men is fine, I guess. But it's pretty cool. Like, it looks nice. Couple of palm trees going here in front of the mosque. Beautiful. Not too many Muslims to confess to. My social anxiety challenge might not be working here too well because there's nobody here. Almost. All right, we seem to be at the tourist entry here, and you can hear some prayer going in the background as well. And it's definitely a very, very nice entry, like the buildings and everything around it. The entry. Got a Palestine flag going here. All right, guys. Let's have a look. What's going on here? Okay, guys, honestly, that's not the best place for anxiety challenges because the mosque is super quiet. People are praying there. And yeah, I don't really want to interrupt with them. I get this weird intrusive thoughts sometimes. Just get like inside the prayer hall, just stand in front of these guys and be like, why are you praying 8 times a day to God? Why don't you focus on truthfulness in your life? Why is nobody talking about honesty, truth, actual spiritual reality? But bro, I can't. This is like the National Mosque of Malaysia. This is way too extreme. And I'm not even allowed to enter the prayer hall anyway. You're just allowed to stand there at the sidelines and watch it. Of course, you can go full prophet mode, right? Prophet Moses was also called to go to the Pharaoh and risk his life of prophetic calling. So, biblically speaking, you could have the justification to do this kind of things. But, bro, I don't know, I can't. It's too extreme. And, yeah, I mean, I'm justifying it with respect for Muslims, but really, it's just my fear. And, yeah, it's just forbidden. Like, you cannot, they will kick you out, I think, straight away. And so, there wasn't too much context to talk to Muslims there either. So I think we're gonna head to central Kuala Lumpur now. I'm gonna show you a little bit in the rest of the city. Just went to a shop and got myself 3 ice creams to eat away my depression that I didn't have the balls to face that Muslim crowd in that mosque right now. But bro, like, it's borderline illegal in Malaysia as well. So actually, it's illegal to proselytize Muslim to Christianity, for example. And I already made another video on this channel where I received death threats for talking only about the differences between Christianity and Islam. And in that mosque, it was so quiet. You could just stand at the sidelines. You're not even allowed in this like prayer hall. So just walking in front of there and like confessing that I insulted their religion. You know, remember when I said like fuck Muhammad, fuck you Muhammad. That is difficult. I mean, I would say that maybe nothing would happen, but I'm also tired, guys. I'm tired. I don't have the energy anymore to face non-stop people or situations where I cannot speak freely. That's also why I think that a lot of the, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I think a lot of the countries in Southeast Asia don't have like the level of freedom that you would expect in a European country, for example. And because of that, I think that they're overrated. That's also why I didn't make digital nomad videos about Southeast Asia, because I wouldn't recommend you to live here. That's why. So I make videos about the challenges and my kind of everyday life, but yeah, I can only say to you that I lived here for 2 months. I spent around $700 per month. So if you do want to go to Kuala Lumpur and live here, go ahead. Again, Islamic State. Therefore, I do not recommend it for people who are used to freedom of speech, like the folks in Europe or USA. So I think the Philippines will be your best go when it comes to that, because they're just like very European when it comes to their religion as Christian, and they speak English. And I think that the problem there is more like natural catastrophes or stuff like that. So you have less issues of the sort that you would have in Malaysia or Thailand or Vietnam or even Indonesia. I mean, Indonesia, the people are all hanging out in Bali, but actually Indonesia has a law 2026 when they're banning sex outside of marriage, which they're going to illegalize up to 1 year in prison. And you know, it's funny because some people will tell me like, oh, you're thinking too much about those sort of things, that it doesn't really matter. Others say that I'm crazy to even confront these kind of situations in these countries. I can only tell you that I think it does matter, and you should carefully choose these kind of countries in Southeast Asia. So when I have money saved up, I'll fucking leave Southeast Asia and will never come back to the shithole of the world. I fucking hate I hated it all the time that I'm here. I'll be honest with you. I didn't like Southeast Asia at all. I never felt comfortable. I never felt free. I always felt limited in what I can say and do, and it just pisses me off. So when I have some money saved up, straight back to Colombia and bye-bye Southeast Asia. So anyway, guys, let's go shopping because I do not need some clothing. It'll give you like a perspective on the kind of prices that you have going on in these countries here. Got a full cotton shirt here, 100% cotton, for 59 ringgit. That's about 12 euros. It's pretty nice. I mean, in Europe, I think I would pay like minimum 40 to 45 for this. So it's a good deal. And if you take two, you even get a 10% less. So that's the shirt. I think I'm gonna get this one, boys. Okay, I just did a cold approach here with a quite very, very attractive Chinese girl. And yeah, and got rejected again. Oh my god, guys. Arthur is so weird, he gets rejected. Well, the thing is, I'm doing this like 20 times more and then I have a girlfriend, so fuck you. And the thing is that I just stopped talking to women that I find mediocrely attractive. Just not doing that shit anymore. So I'm going for the ones where I'm like literally fuck yes. And then of course you have a higher rejection rate because yeah, my standards are a bit crazy, but I think some men are like that. So it doesn't really matter. You do it a couple of times and then you get what you want. And on top of that, you know, nobody really cares. The people who are shitting on you or criticizing you for this stuff, fuck every single one of them. I'm so sick of the cynical fucking bullshit on social media. Some of you are gonna come in the comments again and be like, nah, shut the fuck up. Make your own YouTube channel. Why are you listening to my YouTube channel bullshitting on me? Fuck you. Go watch something. What are you doing here? Is your life so boring? Yeah. See, this is what I mean. So, if you're one of the positive followers, thank you for following, guys. But seriously, when you see people criticizing me or making fun of me, it doesn't matter. They're sitting alone at home. They're not doing better than you. So literally 99% of the world is miserable. Stop letting a miserable world define what you can do and what you cannot do. Yes, I'm filming myself here in the middle of a fucking shopping center. It's weird as fuck, but nobody cares. Nobody cares. Look, nobody cares. Yeah. I tell you, even the fear with the mosque today, if I would have faced that, stepping away from the crowd, doing this confession, probably not even they would care. Like, I'm not even fucking joking. Maybe like they would be like a bit afraid or la. But if you just have this like dominant spirit and you emit high status, they actually think that you're saying what the rules are. So the funny thing is, when you start behaving dominantly, people start behaving submissively in social settings. And that means when you command something, you're showing yourself vulnerably, sticking out, then they will automatically assume that you have high status, which is quite interesting. But anyway, guys, this is so much for today. Social anxiety challenges in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. Unfortunately that I couldn't close the number of that Chinese girl, but it doesn't really fucking matter anyway. She reacted very well and she was very cute, and I'm just gonna stick with it. And then at some point, I'm gonna close one. I think I'm gonna go home now because I'm all running out of energy and stuff. Some stuff to organize for tomorrow. Again, thank you for watching, and next stop Penang in Malaysia, and then we are going to the Philippines, Christian country, where I think I'm also going to feel a bit more comfortable. Okay guys, like to finish the day off, we got some nasi goreng going. Usually I don't eat out, but I already fucked everything up with the sweets earlier on, so I was like, I might as well get some nasi goreng with fried chicken. And yeah, I got my second plate now. It's pretty goddamn good. Here in a restaurant in the middle of Central in Kuala Lumpur. And as you can see, I'm pretty much the only tourist here. Has been a pretty local experience here, my 2 months in Kuala Lumpur. I have to say, despite all my criticism, the city is very nice, and also with the Muslims here, with the Malaysian Muslims, I had nothing but positive experiences. So yes, I got attacked by a Palestinian, but he's not Malaysian. So I do think that we need to see things about Islam also differentiated in Europe, because there's a lot of critique now about Muslim immigration, and I think that's fair. You could have a discussion about whether, mass migration from Muslim countries is compatible with Christianity, or even if you want to just sustain your culture, right? Those are fair arguments. But the amount of hate that I see towards Muslim immigrants on the internet right now, I think is also a bit overdone. On YouTube, it's not as extreme, but on Instagram, even on the posts that I do, people go just crazy. I think it's too much. Yeah, you can disagree with them. You don't need to share the values. And you can also say that you want to sustain your culture, but you don't need to hate on them like that, like they're inhuman or something. I think that's not a good way to go. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more content, and I'll see you soon.